Alright, this is going to be a review of the Samsung HW-F550 released in the spring of 2013. It is a 2.1 channel soundbar system with wireless subwoofer. This is a step up from the entry level wireless soundbar and subwoofer. Samsung has it currently priced at just under $420. You can typically pick this up at a local big box retailer if they have it in stock, or use your favorite browser like Google to search for it and purchase it online from an authorized retailer. We do not care where you buy it, we just review it for you. Here's a picture of it. It's got a wireless subwoofer. It's active. We'll explain that in a little bit. And then, of course, it has the sound bar. The sound bar is typically installed right below the television or right above the television. And let's take a look at some of the features of this particular unit. Alright, so I mentioned it's a wireless active subwoofer. You don't have to worry about putting a wire connection between the subwoofer and the soundbar because that signal is wireless. They they describe it as an active subwoofer, and that's a benefit to you because that means the subwoofer has a built-in amplifier, and that's going to help to ensure the subwoofer produces those deep, rich sounding basses. This particular unit is Bluetooth, so if you have other Bluetooth devices and you want to maybe share some of the content from that device to this soundbar subwoofer system, you can using the Bluetooth feature. Now, Samsung has built in also what they are calling the Smart On feature. Smart On is only functional when incorporated with a 2013 or newer Samsung television. So if you have that 2013 or newer Samsung television, when you turn that TV on, it will automatically turn on your soundbar system. That makes user operation really straightforward and quite easy. Now let's take a look at some of the size dimensions of this, so you have an idea whether or not this is going to work for you in the application you're looking at it for. The width of the soundbar is a little bit over 37 inches, 37.1 to be exact. The soundbar is only 2.2 inches high, it's not high at all, and the depth is 2.5 inches, and that's from the face of the wall to the face of the soundbar itself, 2.5 inches. Of course, if you physically mount it on the wall, which they do provide you that mounting hardware, it's going to increase that dimension by just a little bit, maybe 2 or 3/16 of an inch, not by much. Generally speaking, it outputs a total of 280 watts. That's going to be ample in terms of volume if you're watching a sports program or a movie or TV program, in an average size family room. They built in the crystal sound, which basically makes sure the sound is as good as it gets out of a unit priced at $420. It does pass through it does pass through 3D content. So if you're into 3D movies, like a lot of people are today, this will work with those types of systems. And it processes Dolby Digital audio tracks. Let's take a quick look at what comes with the soundbar package when you buy it. You get a remote control as well. It comes with two AAA batteries. They're giving you a user's manual. That's always nice because sometimes nowadays you got to get it on the internet, but that's not the case with this product. You get a printed one. They give you the wall mounting bracket. I'm going to jump over here to this USB converter. This soundbar sits so tight to the wall that if you want to access that USB port, sometimes it's a little bit difficult. So this USB converter basically is going to make it a little bit easier for you. It's just a plug-in device. You don't have to do anything particular with it. Of course, you get the power cord and the power adapter. They give you one auxiliary audio cable, which we're going to look at the inputs on the back in just a moment. They give you a short USB cable, and they give you this magnet. This magnet goes over the power wire for the subwoofer. These magnets are commonly provided by manufacturers across all spectrums. And basically it just helps to reduce the amount of noise that might be induced onto the subwoofer, so the sound is pretty clear. So if we're looking at the front of the sound bar, if we're looking actually at the top of the sound bar, we have the power button here, the function button here, volume up and down here. But because this unit gives you a remote control, you can actually control those with the remote. On the face of the sound bar, number 4 is indicating it's the remote control sensor window. You don't typically see this when you're looking at the sound bar, but it's built in there, and you look close, you can find it. And then number 5 is your actual display. It's going to tell you when the sound bar is turned on, when it's turned off. As you're increasing volume or lowering the volume, that'll display on there as well. So now we've turned the sound bar around and we're looking at the connections on the back. And this is one of the really great ways that you can examine a piece of electronic equipment to see if it is capable of supporting all of the things that you might want to do with it. So we're going to look at the back panel from left to right, and we're going to start here on the left. Number 1, this is the power adapter that's supplied with the soundbar. So you would plug that power adapter in right here. If we move a little bit over to the right, what we have here are inputs. Here is an auxiliary audio input. Now what you might want to connect here would be a CD player, a television set-top box, or a gaming console. Now this cord is provided by Samsung with this package, and this is going to help you expand the connectivity between your existing or devices that you might purchase in the future. Now here's the real key to this particular device, is this HDMI input. As you may already know, HDMI is a high definition single cable way of connecting both the video and audio from your source. Again, what you might want to connect here, what you could connect here, would be your television set-top box. That way, if you have an HDMI output on the back of your set-top box and you're subscribing to high definition content, you could plug that in here, and then you take the HDMI cable out from this other connecting point on the back of the soundbar right here and go up to your television. So it passes the HDMI signal in, processes the audio track, and then sends that video track and audio track out to the television right there. Now the last connection I want to take a look at is this optical input. So we have an analog input here and we have an optical digital input here. Inputs 3 and 5 perform the same function. Let me describe what that means. They're both audio inputs, just audio inputs. They're not video inputs, simply audio inputs. However, this is an analog audio input and this is a digital audio input. Typically, the sound that comes as a result of this input is going to be a little more clean and crisp than this. Now this cable's provided in this package, and this is one of the most common connections of all electronics everywhere. This has become very common. So you might want to connect, let's say for example, a CD player. You could connect it right here. Or you could connect a gaming station, a Wii, PlayStation, Xbox, or what have you. So that wraps up the rear connection panels. So here's the remote control that comes with the package. I'm not going to go through every button. Some of them are common sense like power and volume and things like that. But if you're interested, you can always pause the video and look more closely at each button and see what it does. Hey, if you found this information valuable in making your decision whether or not this product is the right one for you to purchase, do me a favor. Please subscribe to our channel. The button for subscribing is somewhere right up here. Just click on that. We appreciate it. We try to put out valuable content, whether it's how-to videos or other valuable informational product articles. Please visit our website. We appreciate your time today. We hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching.